we're getting ready to do a matchup that we've been anticipating for quite some time.
The
Alma
border war, right?
Yeah, let's call it the border war. The Alma Cardinal come in their red jerseys of theirs into the valley of the doghouse to take on our undefeated #1 ranked team in the state, and riding a 18 game, one of the two, either a 17 game winning streak or an 18 game winning streak in this barn. They win tonight. They set the all-time mark for consecutive wins by a Northern Valley team in history.
Really?
They haven't lost in this gymnasium since 2021 when Trigo came in here. Oh, by the way, who was on that team? Nolan Kinnerconnect, and got the dub. Now they got to face off against a tremendous 17-3 Alma Cardinal team to see if they can get that streak and put it in their names in the record book. Aim and I will have more on your pregame coming up here, but right now let's kick it over to your sponsors, and we'll be back with pregame and starting lineups in about 7 minutes. Thanks for joining us here at Open Spaces Sports.
Pathway Ag is dedicated to providing a quality product and have a devotion to their customer success. Pathway Ag has everything from seeds and fertilizers to crop protectants and specialty nutritionals. Pathway Ag offers the products and services to their customers through multiple locations in Northwest Kansas. Pathway Ag has the products and services that their customers need so they can boost yields and build a better ag enterprise. Contact your local Pathway Ag today and see how they can serve your agriculture needs.
At New Age Industrial, we take great pride in our aluminum products by designing and manufacturing cutting-edge equipment for a variety of industries while maintaining the highest level of customer service. We're a global aluminum extruder and fabricator and one of the area's largest employers. Not only do we take great pride in our products, but we're also proud supporters of the Northern Valley Huskies. We'll be cheering them on all season long. To learn more, visit us online at newageindustrial.com.
America never stops. Thanks to the financial support of Farm Credit, neither do the farmers and ranchers who call her home. Since the beginning, we've been helping rural America show the world what hard work can achieve. But the job is far from over. And as rural America grows further, we'll be there, just as we have for 100 years.
Pathway Ag is dedicated to providing a quality product and have a devotion to their customer success. Pathway Ag has everything from seeds and fertilizers to crop protectants and specialty nutritionals. Pathway Ag offers the products and services to their customers through multiple locations in Northwest Kansas. Pathway Ag has the products and services that their customers need so they can boost yields and build a better ag enterprise. Contact your local Pathway Ag today and see how they can serve your agriculture needs.
At New Age Industrial, we take great pride in our aluminum products by designing and manufacturing cutting-edge equipment for a variety of industries while maintaining the highest level of customer service. We're a global aluminum extruder and fabricator and one of the area's largest employers. Not only do we take great pride in our products, but we're also proud supporters of the Northern Valley Huskies. We'll be cheering them on all season long. To learn more, visit us online at newageindustrial.com.
America never stops. Thanks to the financial support of Farm Credit, neither do the farmers and ranchers who call her home. Since the beginning, we've been helping rural America show the world what hard work can achieve. But the job is far from over. And as rural America grows further, we'll be there, just as we have for 100 years.
Pathway Ag is dedicated to providing a quality product and have a devotion to their customer success. Pathway Ag has everything from seeds and fertilizers to crop protectants and specialty nutritionals. Pathway Ag offers the products and services to their customers through multiple locations in Northwest Kansas. Pathway Ag has the products and services that their customers need so they can boost yields and build a better ag enterprise. Contact your local Pathway Ag today and see how they can serve your agriculture needs.
At New Age Industrial, we take great pride in our aluminum products by designing and manufacturing cutting-edge equipment for a variety of industries while maintaining the highest level of customer service. We're a global aluminum extruder and fabricator and one of the area's largest employers. Not only do we take great pride in our products, but we're also proud supporters of the Northern Valley Huskies. We'll be cheering them on all season long. To learn more, visit us online at newageindustrial.com.
America never stops. Thanks to the financial support of Farm Credit, neither do the farmers and ranchers who call her home. Since the beginning, we've been helping rural America show the world what hard work can achieve. But the job is far from over. And as rural America grows further, we'll be there, just as we have for 100 years.
Pathway Ag is dedicated to providing a quality product and have a devotion to their customer success. Pathway Ag has everything from seeds and fertilizers to crop protectants and specialty nutritionals. Pathway Ag offers the products and services to their customers through multiple locations in Northwest Kansas. Pathway Ag has the products and services that their customers need so they can boost yields and build a better ag enterprise. Contact your local Pathway Ag today and see how they can serve your agriculture needs.
Welcome back here at Open Spaces Sports. Clint Cox, Aim Baird. Did you do a little digging there on some statistics?
I did.
On the Alma Cardinal. We'd love to hear some.
Yeah, I got some for you. So the Alma Cardinal come in 16-3 according to Max Preps. If that's wrong and you're listening, go ahead and text Clint if you got his number because we did need a little confirmation on the last one to know if those girls were truly 17-3. But we got ourselves a good matchup here the Alma Cardinals, they got 3 players that average double-digit points. It starts with Xavier Mitchell. He gets just under 12 a game. Tucker Biscup is at 12 or 11, and Jake and Neal in that 10 points per game. So they got the 3-headed monster there that they know they're going to get their points from. And we obviously, if you listen to the Northern Valley broadcast, you know about their 3 big scorers. But one of them that we're usually talking about is not here tonight in Nolan Kinderconnect, but they still have Kenton Tolheim with his 16, Drew Skimper with his 15, and Jeremiah Hansen with his 10. So they're going to need a little bit more. A little bit more to come from maybe those auxiliary players that we're talking about. So Jason Cox is going to get the start tonight. Usually he's the 6th man off the bench. And then I would expect to see Owen Hammond a little bit more. And I think it's going to be really important to stay out of foul trouble if you're the Huskies in this one, especially without that guard, that extra guard that you're used to running with, against a team that we know is going to slash to the rim. That's what Alma's really going to want to do. They love to hang their hat on good defense. They're a long, lean, extended team, and they're trying to get you to turn the ball over to them. Obviously, we know that Northern Valley does the same thing. And I'll stop talking so we can get to these starting lineups.
The starting lineups coming right at you. One of the statistics that really might figure out who's going to really win this game is about pace of play and who can dictate it. Northern Valley comes in averaging 70 points a night, just 50 points for the Alma Cardinals. So they want to slow it down and grind it out. Northern Valley, high tempo, high possession, get up and down, make things happen, get some easy buckets in transition. We'll see which one kind of wins out here to start.
The first quarter is going to say a lot about who gets to dictate the way this game is played, perhaps.
A 6'1" sophomore for the Cardinals. Tucker Biscup. Northern Valley will start a 6' sophomore, number 5, Gavin Tallheim. The Cardinals will go with a 6' sophomore, number 2, Titus Epp. Northern Valley will go with a 6'1" senior, number 11, Kenton Tallheim. Moving up the ranks of the all-time scoring list at Northern Valley. About ready to pass Coach Sides. Number 4 is the 6'2" sophomore, Xavier Mitchell, the leading scorer. Getting his second start of the season, his 6' senior wearing number 22, Jason Cox. And a 5'10" sophomore, number 5, Isaiah Neal for the Cardinals. And a 6' senior, number 24, Jeremiah Hansen. I think he might pick up the slack of where Nolan has been that scoring. Jeremiah can fill it up, and he defers a lot. We'll see what happens moving in this one. And a 5'9" senior, number 11, Jacob Neal's the last starter for the Cardinals. And the big man is Drew Skimper for the Northern Valley Huskies. He stands 6'2", wears number 33, and patrols the middle for the Valley. Mike Ford, Matt Hegeman, and Josh Quinn, the Cardinals coaches. Kevin Sides and Ross Cole for Northern Valley. Once again, that's Zane Baird. I'm Clint Cox. We are ready for basketball. Up and down, quick we want to go and see who dictates it early.
Chance to bring you a fun one here.
Tallheim can fly, but so can Xavier Mitchell. Hope the toss is nice. Perfect toss. Mitchell goes up and gets it. And we are underway. As Neal will dribble it in to the corner, it goes for Isaiah Neal. We've got Jacob and Isaiah out there.
Good
working it around against the Husky man-to-man. Inside their feed Mitchell. He's going to bump inside over Skimper. Skimper blocked the first attempt. And here comes Northern Valley. Nobody found Gavin underneath. He'll sneak in for an easy 2.
Pressure coming from the Husky. That plays into that tempo. If they can get some stops, a foul is going to be called, though, on one of the Tallheim brothers. We'll see which one they give it to. It's going to go against Kenton early in this contest, trying to trap Jake and Neal, and he broke it.
Kenton picks up his first, and Northern Valley goes zone in the second possession. Into a 2-3 here. We'll try and spread this team out.
And I kind of like that idea, is I think that Alma has those guys that really want to attack the hoop inside. If you go more of that zone look, it requires, they do a nice job busting it there, though. It requires you to maybe hit some shots on the outside or get a little finessey with those passes, but they do a nice job sliding one in on the baseline there for Xavier Mitchell to get on the board.
Jason Cox with it. Gavin in the corner hit the first one. He's going to be just off on the second one. Hansen stole the ball from Mitchell, flips it up, had it blocked by Mitchell at the rim. Now they'll go back to man. Tucker Biscup now will drop it off for Jakin. Shakin' Jakin tries to squeeze the pass in, but Kenton Tallheim's there to rip it. 2-on-2. He'll go to the rim, put it up and in. Kenton. Northern Valley up 4-2.
2-2-1 press right now for the Huskies.
Third different defensive look already just 2 minutes into this game.
Yeah, trying to keep a good Alma team on their toes.
Isaiah. Now with the ball dead, it's got to go to Jakin. High ball screen from Mitchell. He'll play the two-man game, try to roll it over, but Skimper's there to pull it up, and a foul against Mitchell.
Doing what he can right there is Drew Skimper had really nice positioning. He knew right where they were going to go with that ball, trying to feed it in the high post to Mitchell. But then he got him on the arm and pulled him down, trying to keep him from stealing that ball away and getting a transition bucket for the Huskies.
Feynman, Grady Feynman, a 6'1" freshman now checking into the game. And number 2, Titus Epp to sit.
Grady.
They're going to run with a freshman, 3 sophomores, and 1 senior, Jake and Neal. Against the senior-laden team of Northern Valley, they'll go 4 seniors across, and then the sophomore, Gavin Tallheim, over on the far side.
Yeah, Feynman leads this Alma team in blocks on the season, so a lot of good youth in the youth movement over there for the Alma Cardinals.
Skippers fires on a 3. It is long, no good.
Jakin slows things down to set back up this offense. Giving them a different look here, going man-to-man now.
Ford calls out a play. I'll go with the dribble handoff.
That was Biscup that gave it up to Neal. Mitchell with it now, trying to get it shaken, bake, and get to the rim, and he does. His second bucket.
Right through contact and scores it. Going to be a tough matchup here for Northern Valley.
Gavin up high.
And Skimper's got a matchup of a freshman underneath. They'd love to get him the ball. Tallheim to the rim. And one. He'll count the bucket.
Kenton does such a good job of finishing at the rim, especially for a guard. You would not think, just looking at how many, if there was a stat out there where you could see how many and one chances he's had in his career, and you didn't know who he was, you might guess that he's not a guard, but yet a strong post player, but just a really nice finisher at the rim.
Rips the nylon on the free throw as well. 5 early. Northern Valley back into that 2-2-1 press, and they're sucked way up. Now they got a 2-on-1 situation. Alma going fast around Skimper. Pump fake 3 times and put it in. That was good hesitation for Biscup to get his first bucket.
It was, and that's the problem with the pressure right there is if it doesn't work initially, Skimper's kind of back there on an island, and it's a chance that he could get in a little foul trouble, but he does a nice job doing all that he can not to pick up one there.
Grady's got the rebound, and they'll reset here with Jake and Neal. 7-6, Northern Valley in the lead. Slowing down until they can get the matchup they want. A fadeaway jump shot is good by Biscup.
Biscup and Mitchell, the 2 leading scorers, all the scoring for the Cardinals in this one. Both average over 11 per game.
Back to Kenton it goes. Kenton's got the size matchup against the smaller defender. Skimper with an offensive rebound, and he'll stick it right back up and in.
Pass up to Mitchell, and he'll go up against Skimper. Big block from Drew Skimper. It's going to go off of Drew last as he hit it again to keep it away from Mitchell, but good job by him as it looked like Mitchell was going to have him beat. Coach Sides over there is trying to say he thought it hit Mitchell on top of the head.
Well, I was standing out of bounds. Sides.
Not going to get the ref to change his call this time. Jake and Neal in the corner.
Now Owen Hammond will guard the point guard over there. This is Isaiah Neal, the sophomore. Will go to baseline, cut off there by Temple Tallheims. The freshman Gabe will put it up. He'll follow it up and put it in. And one! Got a foul call, count the bucket. That ain't a freshman play.
No, that was a heck of an effort play there from Grady Feynman. He shot that, and he knew before everyone else that it was going to be a little bit short, so he followed his shot exactly like every coach preaches to every player from, you name it, grade school up, and he did it to a T and gets rewarded with a trip to the line after a pretty finish at the rim.
And that's what you need if you're going to play a freshman. You have to keep him confident. His confidence got to be through the roof on that after that play. Hansen will give him back to Owen. Still trying to find Skimper inside on that mismatch. Gavin's pull-up J is good.
Gavin's hitting that shot that smooth. He's pretty hard to stop. He played a little bit of that JV action, just 1 or 2 quarters, but had the first 10 in that game.
Grady smothered underneath. Now they'll go back. Here's the jumper by
Biscuit.
Biscup is no good. Fought 4, still on loose, and now Skimper patrols it. With 2:10 to go here, we're all knotted at 11. Gavin's got 4. Finds Jeremiah Hansen. Pump fake. Step back 3 on the way. Just off the mark. That looked good, good, didn't it?
Looked good. But it was off the mark, as you said, and the long rebound goes out of bounds.
And the prettiest shoes in the building are untied, so
Yeah,
Mr. Jake and Neal will relace them.
the King Midas sneakers, the all golds.
They're nice. Right there in front of you on full display here at Open Spaces Sports. Going against the Northern Valley zone, they switch it up again. 2-3 this time.
Biscup on the wing. Trying to flash high post, but they do a nice job getting in front of those passing lanes. Mitchell's calling for the ball inside.
And with Skimper with already 1 foul, you'd like to see them go back in at him. And Northern Valley will get it back after the miss by Isaiah Neal. Rebound was fought for between Mitchell and Gavin. Goes off Mitchell last.
11-11 is our score in this one.
Skimper. Now they'll get it to Kenton.
Do a nice job fighting over that on-ball screen, not giving Kenton room to drive to the basket. Foul is going to be called against Jake and Neal against Kenton Tallheim.
And Jakin doesn't know what, and so does the Alma bench wants to know how. .59 ticks to go. Jeremiah to the rim. Foul goes on the floor early.
That's what Jeremiah can do to you so well. He almost lulls you to sleep with his patience. But then you forget that he's one of the fastest players out here on this court, and he just turns on those burners and gets you to either commit a foul or give him an easy lane to the bucket.
So Biskup's first. Hansen in the corner. They'll lob it up for Skimper underneath. He'll control it. Left-handed score.
Nice job by him fighting through the trees down there.
And now numbers, and a foul will go against Gavin. It'll be his first.
I agree with the foul call, but it was almost maybe better for Northern Valley right there, as they did not have the numbers back to stop what could have been a foul on the other end, a potential and one opportunity or an easy bucket.
Now going to steal a minute for Gavin on the bench. Jason checks in for him. They'll go into a 2-3 zone. Defense here is Northern Valley. Neal to Biscup.
Under 30 seconds in this first quarter of action. Owen Hammond coming into the game, stripping that ball out of the air, finding Jason Cox.
Now they'll reverse it. They had Hanson. They just didn't get it to him.
Trying to hold for a good look.
With 15 seconds to go, Northern Valley will get the last shot of the quarter. Kenton thought about it right there.
Jake Neal, good defense on him, but he's going to get called for a second foul. Another hand check against Kenton. He's got the tall order of stopping the streaking senior guard.
That's 2 on him. Jakin trying to keep Kenton out of the lane. It's not easy to do. And Kenton goes to his home. That's a free throw line.
Yeah.
He's at home making bread right there, scoring at will.
Great free throw shooter in this season and his career, but also one of the better free throw shooters all time here at Northern Valley, and he adds to that with that shot. Northern Valley trying to get a couple players back to prevent a fast break from the Cardinals.
With under 5 to go, see if they can get something off here before half. They'll get it to Mitchell. He'll camp into the corner. His three's on the way, and they missed the foul. He was clobbered, and no foul call. Skimper landed on him, but they watched the basketball.
Yeah,
That's how it goes, I guess, tonight.
I thought that was rough even for Nebraska. So
we'll be back with Open Spaces Sports.
Call All American Glass in Long Island, Kansas at 785-854-7625 or toll free at 866-312-2257.
All Creatures Vet Clinic is located in Almena, Kansas, and they serve the fine folks of Phillips County and Norton County, and in and around the Almena and Northern Valley area, and of course Long Island as well, and even into southern Nebraska. All Creatures Vet Clinic is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m., and you can reach them by calling 785-669-2227. Small animal care, large animal care, it's all available at All Creatures Vet Clinic, supporting the Northern Valley Huskies athletically and academically. At Equity Bank, they mean more. More solutions for your finances and more bankers standing by, whether that's in our lobbies or in the drive-thrus. They're at the Equity Bank. They're proud members of the community, big supporters of high school athletics. They shoot straight, and you score when it comes to no ATM fees nationwide. And don't forget to ask about Equity Bank Insurance, which offers an array of insurance products from home, auto, farm, business, and crop insurance. Why not stop by at Almena or Norton's locations and visit them online at equitybank.com to let them show you why equity means more.
Second quarter to begin right now. Northern Valley in a 15-11 lead after quarter number 1. Floated inside for Skimper. Beautiful
nice
pass and a better block by Mitchell.
Ends up in the hands of Gavin Tallheim, but great block from Mitchell there, as it looked like Jason Cox was set up perfectly for that bucket. Kenton from the corner leaves it short. Foul is going to go, I think, against Drew Skimper here, trying to go get that rebound.
It's Drew's second, so he will go sit.
Owen Heyman will check into the game for him. Go a little more small ball for Northern Valley with Skimper out.
Skimper, the only true big left. Gabe is gone here tonight. And, of course, Nolan Kinnerkinick, the senior, resting that left knee. Titus Epp with it now, as they're kind of content to play the slow game, aren't they?
We talked about it before the game. This plays into the favor of the Alma Cardinals. They want to keep it more of a defensive battle and take advantage of those situations where Northern Valley really wants to get out and turn it into more of a track meet.
Which is why I was kind of surprised to see the zone defense here by Northern Valley in this one.
Travel on Owen Hammond as he stutter steps to throw that pass to the corner.
Giving it back to the Cardinals. Mitchell inside, outside, three-pointer away by Epp. It's going to be off the mark.
Good job facilitating at that high post, but they need a couple of those shots to fall to really unlock this zone defense when they get into it. Shot no cylinder from Jason that time. We'd love to see them set up their offense.
Epp with it. Now back to up here to Neal. Isaiah and those green laces will play it over.
They're content going back and forth to one another, waiting for an opportunity to present itself, and they're saying that it stays with the Cardinals.
Mitchell will retie his shoes and get ready to play it in. Deep for Isaiah Neal. Three's on the way. It was missed, but Gabe was there for a follow.
Yeah, Grady Feynman looked like he was going to have another offensive putback. Neal does a nice job getting out in front, keeping that ball from Jeremiah as much as he can. It stays with the Huskies, but prevents the fast break opportunity.
Kenton with it underneath us. High ball screen from his brother. Will drive inside, floaters up, no good.
Gavin gets that read. Oh, Gavin called for the foul on the clear out.
Foul is going to go on Gavin Tallheim, his
second on Gavin. Trying to track that loose ball here. This is Titus Epp manning the point guard for the Cardinals. Scoring drought for both teams here has gone on for a few minutes.
Mitchell into the middle.
Stop that.
Yeah, that's the shot Alma wants. Mitchell at a point-blank range. He just missed it. Just missed it. Hansen going to go to the rim, and now a blocking foul will be called.
We'll see which Cardinal they give it to. I think it's going to go against Feynman.
No, he called
Biscuit. It's going to be the second on Tucker. Jake and Neal will check back into the game for Alma. It's going to come in for Tucker.
So both of them with 2 fouls as they switch off rotation.
Brody Preston will come into the game for the first time.
I told you he's going to get some minutes here tonight.
Another senior guard. Plays primarily JV, but you need that senior presence and another ball handler with Nolan out.
Played a lot of big minutes before that knee injury. He's getting into great basketball shape, and now a steal by Isaiah.
Strip that one away from Jason. Isaiah up high, gives it to Jakin. Feynman in the corner. They try to do a little give and go between the two bigs.
Big block by Jason at the rim. Maybe they'll get him going.
Feynman looked like he was going to get up for that one, so a great job meeting him.
Boom, diggity, come on in, come on down. Brody Preston put 2 in the books.
If you let Brody cook, he can really make a difference, especially on the offensive side. Had 27 in the JV game a couple of weeks ago.
Now they've taken the air out of the basketball one more time. They'll swing against that zone side to side. Now they'll inside. The freshman will score. That kid can elevate, man.
He can. A good floater by
Grady
Feynman.
Feynman with 5 in the game.
A 6'1" freshman that can get out of the gym the way he jumps. That is a fun player over there for Coach Ford.
One of the things that they told him in the pregame warm-up in Kansas, you cannot dunk during pregame. Brody Preston stopped, dropping, and still wet.
We need to change that rule.
And so they had to tell him in the JV warm-up, stop dunking. Now another drive to the rim. And out of there is Isaiah Mitchell. Thought about a three. Now he'll go into the interior. Puts it up. Fouled by Jason Cox. Mitchell to the line for two.
Yeah, it was good patience there by Xavier Mitchell. It was created by Jake and Neal getting that loose ball, poking it out to him. But a nice job by Mitchell. And they need to give him some opportunities at the basket. And a good way to do that is here at the charity stripe.
Mitchell's left it long. He had 4 early. He's yet to score in the second quarter. Just 13 points put up by the Alma Cardinals so far. 3/4 of the way through the first half.
Long rebound tracked by Jeremiah Hansen.
Go to Kenton. Nobody marked him, and now they do. Swing it around, and now a foul will go against Isaiah on the hold.
The Neals doing all they can right now to keep Kenton away from that basket.
Can I call the play here? Find Brody in the corner for 3.
Yeah.
Okay?
They switched him out of the corner, so you ain't getting your play.
It'll develop. Just watch.
Give it time to develop.
Kenton will eyeball a 3-pointer, and he'll hit nothing but the bottom of the net.
You'll have to wait for that play call again, Clint, but I'm guessing that the Husky faithful is okay with that one as well. Feynman in the corner, goes inside to Mitchell, try to do a give and go again. Down that baseline. Jake and Neal in the middle of that entire defense, right in the teeth of that defense, and gets that ball tipped away.
No true bigs on the floor for Northern Valley. Call time to the rim, and now a foul. Coach Ford looking on, trying to develop his own strategy over there.
Second foul against Grady Feynman.
He'd like to talk to the official, but he's talking to the player at the moment.
First shot for Kenton was good. Second up and away, and it's also good.
Remains perfect as he is 5 for 5 from the free throw stripe.
Alma needs to get a good offensive set here. They don't want to let Northern Valley get away from them in this second.
Nice.
That is a great way to do that. Isaiah Neal finding the bottom of the bucket for the first time in this contest.
His first 3-pointer, and the Alma Cardinals' first 3-pointer of the evening.
If they can get him going from outside, that can flip the script of this ball game in a hurry.
Jason in the corner. Hesitates, goes inside, finds Brody open on the wing, lets it go. Long, no good. And a foul will go against Jeremiah Hansen as he tried to strip it from Grady. Jeremiah picks up his first foul. Just the 4th on Northern Valley. The next one will send the Cardinals to the line.
Minute 45 before the halftime break. Cardinals want to build on that last basket. Keep the good times rolling and try to dig into this Husky lead. Foul's going to be on the floor. I think Jeremiah just picked up his second.
It was on Brody, but it'll send Epp to the line.
It was on Brody.
Titus not in the scoring column yet, but we'll have 2 easy ones to look at here. Nice smooth shot. And stripping off the warm-ups and coming into this one, number 14.
You don't see the breakaway snaps as much as we used to.
I love them. Crew.
They're breezy.
Also a freshman standing 6 foot tall.
Short on the free throw, but he gets his own rebound and gets sent back to the line. Does a nice job going into contact. Kenton's going to pick this one up.
Does give it to Kenton.
that first attempt. Try to make the next go back to 50%.
You gave me a rebounding stat before the game that I thought might be false. You want to give it?
Yeah. So looking at Max Preps in the rebounds per game category, it looks like who's this foul on?
They gave it on Kenton.
So he picks up his third.
I showed you your last one, and I didn't say anything. If he'd like to watch the replay, he can come on in. Kenton picks up his third. Talk about a momentum swing.
Yeah.
You take out their floor general on 2 calls back-to-back on free throws.
The rebounding stat that we looked up, though, is Northern Valley averaging 35 rebounds a game to Alma's 25 rebounds per game. And I kind of thought that was going to be a closer number when we started digging into it. Wasn't sure if it was true or not, but so far, Northern Valley seeming like that they are kind of handling it mostly on the offensive and defensive boards. Good screen here, gives the ball out to Jeremiah Hansen. He'll slash to the rim. Good Euro step
pretty.
from Jeremiah, Mr. Smooth.
That is so pretty and so difficult to defend because most players do not see a move like that.
Crew takes the baseline. He'll get charged with the charge. Owen Hammond does a nice job setting up right there outside the paint.
Outside the restricted zone.
Alma crowd didn't like it, but that one was setting itself up pretty good. Yeah, we're taking forever in between these foul calls.
Under a minute to go. Brody with the dribble handoff now. Hansen needs to take over this game and get to the rim in my mind.
He sure does. We talked about him being that filler between the blocking call here as he does a nice job. He's trying to hit that Euro again. Isaiah Neal doing all he can to play that defense. Jeremiah's going to go to the line.
There's a good recognition by Hansen to just go. Neal going, what do I have to do to avoid that foul?
Looks like he got the worst end.
He got trucked. Jeremiah gets to shoot the 2 free throws, and Neal gets his second foul.
First shot rattles the falls for Jeremiah. .37 seconds left before the halftime break. Both teams wanting to gather as much momentum as possible.
But I think halftime couldn't get here fast enough.
Yeah. I think both sides.
If you catch my drift, Ford will check out. Back in is Jake and Neal.
Trying to keep him clean of those fouls and then putting him in on offense.
Looks like they're going to be
zone.
More than satisfied to take the last shot. They've had the ball.
The pace of play has definitely played into what we thought Alma wanted to do.
And Gavin's got a steal. With 14 seconds to go, Northern Valley can settle and get a good one here. I'd penetrate and get the ball to Jeremiah. Go with 4 now. Flip it over to Owen. Now to Jeremiah. His 3 is on the way. No good. And I guess that's a halftime buzzer. 28-20, Northern Valley leads at the break. We'll go.
Contact your local Pathway Ag today and see how they can serve your agriculture needs.
5-8. You are the winner.
Griffin! Griffin McKinney going to go with a minute to win it. Empty your pockets, boy. All right, so the rules of engagement here, if you're new to this game, is you have 1 minute to score the layup.
Free throw.
The free throw.
Three-pointer.
The three-pointer.
And the half.
And the half quarter. Now, the one advantage you do have, you have two rebounding monsters, Angela Tallheim and Rylan Cox.
What a start.
Oh, got a little nervous here, Griff. Come on, big guy. There you go.
He's been training for this all basketball season.
His junior high team right now is undefeated.
Did they play their final game?
Not yet. League tournament this week. We'll be a part of that here in Colby.
This might be getting to the end of Griffin's range, though.
It is deep for Griff, but he has a shot at it. Wonder if they gave him the high school.
Way too much credit for the rebounding monsters.
You know what? Yeah, I know it. And he got it. Let's see the half quarter. So did they give him the junior high ball or did they give him the high school ball? Oh, he's got another one. He's got 15 seconds left. Get it there. It's got a shot. So one more.
The Alma guys are into it. Love it.
Oh, can he get one more off with 3, 2, 1. Fade away 3. Oh, man.
Still looking for our first winner of the Minute to Win It raffle. We've had everyone we've seen has gotten to the half court line.
So they played with the men's ball there. Griffin's been playing with the junior high ball. So I give him a little credit, right?
Part of the
it's part of like the circus,
part
right?
of the trickiness, yeah.
Yeah.
They don't give you the right size ball and you're not shooting in the right size hoop. I know it's rigged.
It's 100% rigged. Why do you think Trevor Hammond wins a cake every cake raffle we got?
It doesn't bring us a piece. What's up with that?
Yeah, we might as well go to our sponsors here. It'll probably be Trevor as well. We love him here.
You appreciate it when people listen to you. You like it when they understand. We understand, and we think we have something you're going to like. My name is Brandy Archer. I'm part of the First National Bank and Trust family in Phillipsburg, Logan, Long Island, Smith County Bank and Smith Center, and Solomon Valley Bank in Beloit, member FDIC. You work hard around home, around your family, at your job, and you deserve some perks. Benefits like shopping and travel discounts, protection on your cell phone, roadside assistance. Perks. Today, go to agbank.bank, take a look at the brand new Perk checking account and all the special benefits perfect for someone like you. Reduce risk, save money, get your own Perk checking account. Know that today and every day, First National Bank and Trust is here for you.
When it comes to personal service and minor tune-ups, tire repairs, and more, you can depend on Home Oil Company of Almena. Whether it's filling up your car or pickup, or fuel delivery, or an oil change, you can trust the friendly people at the Home Oil Company. Home Oil Company of Almena supports the Northern Valley Huskies in academics and athletics. Long Island Feed and Grain is a proud supporter of the Northern Valley Huskies year after year. At Long Island Feed and Grain, they are there to help you with your grain storage and marketing of your grain this year. That's Long Island Feed and Grain of Long Island, Kansas.
Long Island Ready Mix has what you're looking for in your concrete needs. With fast delivery of a consistent product, Long Island Ready Mix can turn your concrete dreams into a reality with high quality cement.
Mittens of Oakley is located right off I-70 and Highway 40 in Oakley, Kansas, and they've been serving folks for decades. That's right, folks. They provide, of course, bulk fuel and oil delivery in 3 different states, Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas, you name it, they'll go there to take care of you. Plus, folks, they have a great convenience store. When you pull off the interstate, you can find about anything you want in the convenience store. If you're hungry, you can eat at the IHOP or run over to Sonic or maybe even Subway. It's all available at Mittens in Oakley, right off I-70 and Highway 40.
Well, it definitely turned into a heck of a basketball player over the summer. You got to get this thing. This is great. Up in your upper right, the Alma Cardinal lady basketball team absolutely loving the bumper music. Yes. So you at home.
Well, they got a lot to party about after that nice victory that they had in the season that they've had.
They stomped the Lady Huskies here tonight.
Yeah, I think that's a common theme of a lot of teams that have had to go against them.
And if you want to go back and watch that one, it's available on our archives page.
DJ Mitchell Pugh knows how to throw a party here in the doghouse, though.
Our archives, just go to openspacessports.com, search archives. You can look at any game that you want. In fact, if you're an Alma Cardinal fan and you want to remember how Alma came back after a 17-point deficit to Northern Valley last year to win the game, you could do that if you want. But now they only trail by 8.
Yeah, we were trying to take a walk down memory lane. Couldn't quite remember the deficit. And a nice way to get Xavier Mitchell going right there with the lob inside. But Northern Valley did hold a lead in that game and ended up falling to the Alma Cardinals about the same time of the season, sitting about the same records.
And Coach Ford is hands to the sky as Isaiah Neal picks up his 3rd foul.
He's into it, man.
Trying to do his best. He'll swing it in for a tough catch by Skimper, and it'll go off of Drew over to Alma.
We are all feeling what Coach Ford is feeling. You just can't see us. Titus Epp is going to check into this ball game.
To sit is Neal with 3 fouls of his own. He's decided he cannot risk both of his starting guards. Both those Neal boys probably
going to be
with the 3 fouls. One of them is bound to get a foul here, and then he can rotate them through. He just doesn't want to be playing without either one of them. Deep 3-corner, and that's
exactly why right there. Isaiah Neal with the 3 in the first half. Jake and Neal following it up with 1 now, and it's a 1-possession ball game. But he wants to make sure that he's got those sharpshooters in his back pocket. This ball looked like it was going to get taken away. Gavin Tallheim strips it out of the air. It's going to stay with the Huskies.
I told you, Aim, if they come out and knock down their first 2 shots, this game is going to go down to the wire. And what'd they do? They knocked down their first 2 shots. Jeremiah Hansen has to exploit right here, I believe.
Yeah, Titus Epp.
That's the matchup I'd go with right there. Inside to Skimper. Calmly puts it up and scores. And 1. Did you hear the question mark after that one?
I heard the question mark from the whistle. I think all the Northern Valley fans thought there was a question mark at the end of that one. So that's Feynman's 3rd.
Sorry, it was just a touch slow. I was standing. So Feynman picks up his 3rd.
I don't think Drew thought he was going to get to the line that time.
And he missed it.
Biscup taking the ball up the court. Had 4 of the first 8 for the Cardinals. Been quiet since then.
Epp with it out high. Now he'll try and go baseline through Hansen, but he cut him off. Now he's doubled, and Hansen's got a steal, but he knocked it free.
They'll stay with the Cardinals in the corner. Got to be careful when you pick up that dribble in that corner. Both of these teams wanting to get you trapped, but especially this Northern Valley squad.
Neal on the inside. Now we find the freshman Gage with a short little jumper off a couple rims.
Yeah,
Skipper's got it. Grady, that was a good look. Just needs to let it get through. Tallheim, they let under the screen, and he made him pay.
It doesn't matter if it's a foot, 2, 3 feet outside the arc. You got to make sure that you're trying to get pressure up in his face. You cannot let him sit. He's too good of a scorer.
Northern Valley crowd kind of getting into it here behind those state champion cheerleaders. Neal will put a 3 up, and he'll make it.
Got a rainstorm coming in this 3rd quarter, don't we?
Well, now we need some thunder and lightning. It's been foggy. They have cleared the air with a couple bombs here. Number 11's on either side. Hansen, pump fake. Long jumper for him is long, but Jason Cox is there to collect the rebound and put it in.
Really nice job by Jason getting positioning on that backside block, sealing off his defender to make an easy putback for him.
Hansen working on Epp.
Neal looking to try to get his 3rd 3 of the quarter. Kenton's going to pick up his 4th. He had two there in the end of that second quarter with about 4 seconds ran off the clock, or if that. (35-28). Huskies holding on to this lead. They find Biscup on a nice cut to the basket and one opportunity. I thought that was as ticky-tack as the one on the other side. Let the boys play. Biscup likes it though, finds himself with the trip to the line after his bucket. Jason Cox is going to pick up his 2nd foul.
He'll complete the 3-point play. Tucker with 7 now in the game.
Owen Hammond getting guarded tightly by Jake and Neal, and that's going to be his 4th.
But I think it's his first that he's earned.
Yeah, probably. I guess only his 3rd, excuse me. I thought both Neal boys were playing with 3.
Hansen with it. Over the high ball screen, they'll switch, now switch back.
Doing a nice job. And an offensive foul here as Jeremiah tries to create space.
The offensive foul is still on Jeremiah Hansen. His 2nd.
2nd foul on Jeremiah. Just a 4-point ball game now. Biscup has it, gets it to Mitchell. He's backing down Jason, but he gets him low down. Oh, I thought that was good defense by Jason, getting Mitchell down on the baseline. I don't know how either team's supposed to play defense right now, Clint.
They're not. They're already.
This is going to turn into the NBA All-Star game with the lack of defense that's going to be able to be played. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, if you're joining us at home, I hope you're having as much of a chuckle as we are here.
The 2 coaches are not laughing, however.
But they're not getting overly too much about it. And now an offensive foul on Mitchell.
Jason does a nice job setting up there with Mitchell showing some frustration. He's trying to get to the hoop.
As he makes this move in here. I guess it's as much as anything else we've seen here tonight, right? Here we go. And a tight one here with 2 top-rated teams. We'd like to see some basketball. Hansen to the rim, no good.
Neal comes away with it. And a foul here is going to go against Jeremiah, his 3rd. Both crowds griping.
We'll hit the replay button again.
That's going to put the double bonus on both squads now from now on.
Now we're going to shoot some free throws. Like I said, 2 top-ranked teams, one from the state of Nebraska, one from Kansas. Play really respectable, clean basketball. 17-3 Cardinals.
Just a 1-possession ball game now against the 18-0 Huskies.
Hammond with it.
Burns his dribble, got to go cross court. Jeremiah Hansen will slash.
With a little baby hook, and that's a.
I don't know who it's going to go against, but it's going to be bad either way. I don't want to just complain about the refs.
I don't either.
But they're kind of taking over the game. So that'll send Drew to the line. 3:21 left in this 3rd quarter. Just the first on Epp.
And Sides has pulled everybody off the free throw line so they don't get a whistle.
I don't blame him. So that's where Kenton picked up the fast 2 there at the end of the second quarter. Biscup with it now. Is going to give it to Jakin. Mitchell with a nice quick move, and he doesn't get the bucket to fall.
This game really kind of favors Mitchell. I mean, he's got to cook towards the rim and finish high. Any contact, he's going to the rim for 2 more.
They're going to say, and I think I agree with this, Owen was walking down that baseline on the outside of it, stepped in and grabbed that pass, and I don't know if he was established yet, but I don't even know if he realized that he was doing it.
I don't know either.
But he was outside of the black.
The official was standing right there. I'm guessing he got the boundary call 100% right.
Outside to Mitchell now. Trying to do a little ISO against Owen Hammond, find a mismatch. He'll go over. And Drew Skimper is the one that ends up with the rebound.
In a game like this, can't believe Drew's somewhat clean on the whistles.
Well,
not
it's a
his
good thing that he is.
Not his forte, really. And now a steal by
Biscup.
Biscup.
Nice job by him, telegraphing that pass. Jake and Neal left on the outside. Thought he were going to get the turkey call, Clint.
That would have been his 3rd 3 in a row. And I could have redeemed myself for the last turkey that I had that was so ugly.
It was a little overhyped turkey the last time you had to do one. Jason Cox goes in the paint. Big block by Mitchell. And how is that a block when the one was a charge down there earlier? And I think both crowds are just kind of holding their breath, hoping that the call's in their favor at this point.
I'll let you watch it. Jeremiah's quick.
That's number 4 on Jeremiah Hansen.
That's his 4th. 1:42 left to go in the ball game.
Heck of a job by Neal, taking that up, knowing he was going to get up in the air. Take a body. Hugh trying to give him all the help that he can. So no timeout?
I don't know. Man, no timeout, timeout. No.
I think everyone has thought it was a timeout.
Well.
One shot coming.
One more for Neal. Shot is up and rolls off, no good. Soft touch for both of those, but it couldn't get them to fall. Jeremiah playing with those 4. He'd love to go inside, but he can do a nice teardrop. You just can't afford to do that right now.
Yeah, very versatile player, though. Can hit it from a little further out, then going all the way to the rim.
Kenton already with 4. The other senior guards, Jeremiah with 4.
Isaiah Neal checked back into this ball game. This is where you said it might favor Mitchell if he can get that go ISO into the teeth. That defense blocked there. It's going to be Jason Cox that blocked it, but it's going to go off of Biscup last as he tried to kind of went straight up and down after the contact on the basketball. 39-32, Huskies lead, under a minute left in this 3rd quarter.
Big possession here for both teams. Alma wants to keep them close. Northern Valley can really do some damage with a bomb.
Thought Gavin might take a harder look at that.
They need to get Drew a touch. Drew is wanting it on the left block. Jason will fire a 3 and he'll drain it. He hit a big one in the championship game of the WKLL, and he hits a big one there.
Yeah, got the call here tonight, stepping up and starting in place of Nolan Kinderknecht, and answers the call in a big way with that shot. Makes it out to a double-digit ball game.
High ball screen.
Damon over to Biscup.
With 10 seconds to go.
Trying to find one of their sharp shooters.
They got to match up Mitchell. Step back three on the way is no good. Drew's got the board, and that's going to be...
It would have counted if it would have went, I guess, but no dice. We go to the fourth quarter. Huskies with a little surge of momentum there. Lead by 10.
Stephen Cox and Associates of Long Island, Kansas wish the Northern Valley Huskies good luck this year. Stephen Cox Association and its employees value good sportsmanship and are committed to the athletic and academic success of the students of Northern Valley. Go Huskies from Stephen Cox and Associates.
All American Glass is there to serve their customers wherever they are. At All American Glass, they feature NGA certified master technicians to handle your insurance claims or emergency repairs. All American Glass will repair first and replace when necessary. Call All American Glass in Long Island, Kansas at 785-854-7625 or toll free at 866-312-2257.
Fourth quarter, 42-32, Northern Valley in the lead. We don't want to just continue to talk about it, but it is the major story within this ball game is the foul trouble
kind of right in our
on
face.
both teams' guards.
Both Neals playing with 3. Jeremiah Hansen and Kenton Tallheim both playing with 4, starting this fourth quarter out on the bench. Brody Preston comes into the game as well as Owen Hammond for the Huskies to start this fourth quarter of play. Alma rolls with their starters. Grady Feynman.
And a bump by Owen will send Grady to the line after that bad pass by Brody.
Nice job by the big man doing some rim running there.
Just fueled the break. Fourth quarter free throws begin now. And he got it.
Huskies.
Go ahead.
Playing this season, coming into this game, averaging 70 points a night. Only at 42 so far in this one. We kind of talked about the pace of play, wanting to be more of a slow game for the Alma Cardinals, but I don't think really either squad meant that they wanted to get into a bunch of foul trouble. Working over the top of an on-ball screen, Jason, who nailed a long one there at the end of that third quarter, goes inside, gives one out to Gavin Tallheim. He leaves it short, but still fighting for that rebound. Jake and Neal will come away with it. Trying to get it out in front. And yeah, there's a foul call there as Gavin could not put the brakes on. Feynman out in front.
So he didn't lead him much because it was tipped on that pass. It slowed it down. So all Gavin's momentum was going the other way, chasing it. And the Alma, Grady was coming back at the basketball. Made a big collision. Northern Valley, I don't believe, has played this lineup in less than a 10-point game all season. 3 non-starters. Jason got the start here tonight. But the 3 senior guards for Northern Valley that normally steer the ship.
Looked like a nice Euro there for Bisca, but met by Drew Skimper with the big block in the middle of the paint.
Those 3 senior guards are sitting over there by Coach Sides.
Kind of changes the dynamics of the Northern Valley team.
Dramatically. And they can work the clock here because Alma's not going to possession them up real quick. Yeah. They like to work slow. If Northern Valley continues to work slow and oh, what a block by the little man! Jake and Neal climb the ladder. 5'9" says no more. Do not bring it in here that soft.
Yeah, savvy senior play, and Coach Sides is going to roll with those two of his senior guards right here playing with those 4 fouls, knowing we need to get a little bit of a spark here on offense. We'll see how Kenton is after sitting for the majority of that third quarter.
Who you got money on, Kenton or Jeremiah going out first?
Kenton for sure.
He's going to get aggressive. No, he thought about a 3 right there coming back in.
Kenton can't help himself. He has to go get a rebound. It's part of what makes him so good.
Jeremiah off the bench, 3-pointer, no good. Kenton will get the rebound. Left hand, score it. And Northern Valley will go into a zone. Try and slow the pace of play down. 5:30 and change. They limit possessions. They limit their ability for the teammates to come back, or the Cardinals to come back in this one. Deep 3 by Neal. That'll help it if it goes. And smothered at the rim.
This is going to go against Drew Skimper. Nice job by Isaiah Neal coming in on that backside wing, though, trying to track that board. I don't think Drew necessarily saw him there, but it's just kind of the big on small.
Yeah, not real big, not a lot of weight behind him. Drew just kind of bumped him and just shoved him out of there. 3rd foul on Drew. 3rd foul against Northern Valley in the quarter.
Yeah, and that's a big stat to watch in this one. Is free throws are going to be a big part of any team's plan to come back from double digits in the 4th quarter.
Biskup trying to work a 2-man game, and they do get the ball to Mitchell. Couple dribbles inside. He'll spin off of that left shoulder.
I was going to say he can definitely be aggressive against Skimper, who just picked up his 4th.
And Sides is playing the chess match, going, how many minutes do I buy with who at the moment? He's going to pull Skimper now.
First shot up and no good for Mitchell.
Ten-point game. Mitchell's second one is good. Goes 1 for 2, right?
Yep. Like you said the last time down, Northern Valley can attempt to eat some clock if they'll play off of those guards.
Hansen's got it. Into the interior. And Gavin. The sense of slow. Owen. Crowd wanted to walk on Owen. Jason, no. That's probably not the shot you want.
Talking about burning clock and firing Steph Curry range shots. But he hit one earlier, so.
9-point lead. Efficient offense if you're a Cardinal, and that's where you want to go. Mitchell every time, because he's either going to go to the free throw line or he's going to go for 2 points. This one he gets 2 more.
Yep.
We'll get back with you here at Open Spaces Sports with 4 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Northern Valley up 44-37.
Creatures Vet Clinic is located in Almena, Kansas, and they serve the fine folks of Phillips County and Norton County, and in and around the Almena and Northern Valley area, and of course Long Island as well, and even into southern Nebraska. All Creatures Vet Clinic is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m., and you can reach them by calling 785-669-2227. Small animal care, large animal care, it's all available at All Creatures Vet Clinic, supporting the Northern Valley Huskies athletically and academically. At Equity Bank, they mean more. More solutions for your finances and more bankers standing by, whether that's in our lobbies or in the drive-thrus. They're at the Equity Bank. They're proud members of the community, big supporters of high school athletics. They shoot straight, and you score when it comes to no ATM fees nationwide. And don't forget to ask about Equity Bank Insurance, which offers an array of insurance products from home, auto, farm, business, and crop insurance. Why not stop by at Almena or Norton locations and visit them online at equitybank.com to let them show you why equity means more.
Dead ball. Now Hansen has it.
Poked away by Biscuit. No way.
I've given up. Like I said, pack in a zone because you're not going to be able to stop Mitchell on a one-on-one basis.
They're going to try.
He's calling for the basketball. He wants it now, and Biscuit is going to be whistled for a travel.
.343 on the clock.
7-point game. It's Coach Ford talking to his teammates, or his team members, what he wants to accomplish here. Now a steal. They'll push it forward, and a Euro up and score for Mitchell.
Good aggressive take, knowing that he can be. Northern Valley doesn't want to foul in that transition.
Northern Valley's just trying to bleed this clock. It's not Northern Valley's way. Hanson to the rim, and one!
Big shot from the senior.
We talked about how we were going to want to see a lot more Jeremiah Hanson in this one.
Heck of a hesitation by him, putting it off the glass.
As he floats this one up.
Going to be the 4th foul on Isaiah Neal.
And on the replay, Isaiah, I hope you watch us back. Don't know if you deserve that one or not. Hanson collects. Neal crossing over now around the back. Get it back to Biscuit. All the way back here is Isaiah now to Mitchell. The touch they want. Skimper's got 4. He's just going to go to the rim. And now a foul on Mitchell.
Yeah, that was a frustration foul as he knew that he doesn't miss that shot very often, left it short.
I'm sure Coach Ford says we're going to go through him in this game. At least that's what I would do if I was in his shoes. Dribble handoff here. Back to Hanson. 3-pointer on the way. Rattled, no good. And gets into Neal's hands. Mitchell.
Got baseline, and
Jake and Neal with a big 3 right there. That's a stick that they needed. We're in a 5-point game and 2:13 to go. Coach Ford calls the timeout. We'll call it with him.
You appreciate it when people listen to you. You like it when they understand. We understand, and we think we have something you're going to like. My name is Brandy Archer. I'm part of the First National Bank and Trust family in Phillipsburg, Logan, Long Island, Smith County Bank and Smith Center, and Solomon Valley Bank in Beloit, member FDIC. You work hard around home, around your family, at your job, and you deserve some perks. Benefits like shopping and travel discounts, protection on your cell phone, roadside assistance. Perks. Today, go to agbank.bank, take a look at the brand new Perk checking account and all the special benefits perfect for someone like you. Reduce risk, save money, get your own Perk checking account. Know that today and every day, First National Bank and Trust is here for you.
Husky cheerleaders doing a good job of keeping this crowd fired up.
Yeah, I had to get the crowd noise from this gym in there. Both sides getting into it, and the student section down there, I couldn't bring you the angle, but they were doing the old roller coaster.
Yes. Love it. Orchestra, the conductor on that one, Peyton David. Tallheim dribbles across. Now dribble handoff to Hanson. Into the middle of the lane, but he turned it over.
Yeah, and that's not what Northern Valley can afford to do. I really thought that they would pull that ball out and try to eat some of this clock off. That ball's tipped by the Huskies, back by Jake and Neal. Finds Isaiah. He'll get called for the travel on the far side next to the Alma bench.
And Coach Ford didn't like it, but he didn't say anything about it.
Going to go into a 1-3-1 half-court trap here, trying to create some havoc and opportunity.
And a steal! Mitchell out in front. Will he put it down? No, he'll just put it in. 7 points in this fourth quarter for Mitchell. Lob coming for Skipper, and Neal with a steal.
Only a 3-point ball game. Huskies giving the ball up so much right now. And now just a 1-point game.
Mitchell absolutely cooking, and he stole it from Tolheim, and he can't foul him. He can't foul him, so he scores another one. If I hit the replay button, you might hit 2 buckets from Mitchell. Wow, he scored on that one. Then quickly he comes across and just absolutely rips Tolheim on it, and he's got a gift wrap a point for him.
Well, there's absolutely no teeth in either of the defenses. Alma going out on such a fine, thin ice there with that pressure, but a good job by Xavier Mitchell to steal that ball and to flip this game on its absolute head.
Woo-wee.
Northern Valley, they were too careless with it with 2 minutes left. That's when you need to start taking that out, because you can take the air out of a place with 2-3 minutes left, but still being aggressive, wanting to put their foot on the gas, and it comes back to bite them here.
42-32 at the end of 3 quarters. Now, after 7 minutes of play, or just short of it, 48-47 Cardinals. They put 16 up in the quarter to Northern Valley's 5.
Yeah, and they're fired up. That 1-3-1 half-court zone trap worked wonders when they switched over to it.
See what Coach Sides drew up. Tolheim, Hansen, Cox, Skimper. Neal.
Go man-to-man.
Fiam, Mitchell, and Biscup. We're going at it. Under a minute to go. Tolheim will put it up. No good. Skimper is mugged at the rim, and he will just be out of bounds here, because that's the 4th team foul on the Alma Cardinals. Hansen barks out the signals of what he wants. That's the 4th foul on Mitchell on that one. Bounce pass into Skipper. He'll put it up and put it in. Northern Valley retakes the lead, 49-48. Drew's forced 2 in the 4th quarter. And if you're right here, Coach Ford, you're willing to sit on it and take the last one, aren't you?
You really are, as much as you possibly can. Gavin trying to push the issue and take that ball away, gets called for the foul.
And Mitchell goes to the free throw line to see if he can put his team back in front. Right now, I've got Mitchell just for 1 of 3 from the line, but a big game from the field goals from him. We'll stay right here with us so we can talk a little strategy with 30 seconds to go. 11 points in this 4th quarter for Xavier Mitchell. 17 in the game, none bigger than the 2 coming from the free throw line next.
Yeah, you're right. No, honestly, I don't hate the aggressive trying to pick his pocket from Gavin Tolheim there, because they really could just sit on that thing, and he had 1 foul to give. Now nobody has a foul to give, it feels like, out there. But you're not really going to play the foul game at this point anyway. You just really want to play as clean defense as you possibly can, not giving anyone an absolute line to the basket. But if you're Northern Valley, what do you do if he gets these shots? You go down and you try to get it to Drew, right?
It don't matter if he's got 1 or 2. You come down here, and I believe Sides has some timeouts available. And you're gonna, if they're ahead, you're gonna try and go get a bucket as fast as you can, and then go play defense and see if your defense can win it. But if it's a tie ball game, you'll take the last shot and either take overtime or take a dub. But right here, Mitchell's got 2 to prove to put his team up top. His first is long, no good. Like I said, he was only 1 for 3 coming into it. Now he's 1 for 4 on the evening. At best, he can tie it with this free throw.
Big shot, big rebounds coming up.
It's away off his wrist and good. We are all knotted at 49 apiece. Now here it is, 30 seconds left. You're going to take the last one and then send it to OT, I believe.
Worst case scenario, you play some extra basketball. Best case scenario, You get out of the doghouse by the skin of your teeth, and they throw it away.
Northern Valley
The one thing that you cannot do.
gives the Cardinals an opportunity to win the game with 20 seconds to go.
No patience.
They have held the lead just one time here in this fourth quarter. Now they got a chance to win it. Neal to Mitchell. The double is coming across. Get it back to Biscup. He's going to put it down on the rim and now spin. Stuck there by him, and a travel call. He had his left foot in the ground. Oh, buddy. Oh, 3.2 to go. And a full timeout by Coach Sides. We'll see what he can draw up. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't get to the replay button fast enough. I didn't want to cut away from the live action. I, for one, as the announcer up here, have had plenty of opinions here tonight, I understand. But I really thought he had his left foot in the ground and didn't move that pivot foot, Aim.
Yeah, I thought he did a really nice job flexing as much as he possibly could. And that kick out was there. That kick out was there.
So 3.2 to go. You got to look at something. I really think you want to get it to half court. And if Sides has yet another timeout, you might burn it there. I don't know. Probably not going to stop it fast enough.
Now, if you have another timeout, yeah, get it across as fast as possible. If they don't bring the pressure, you can roll it down a little bit.
And I would put Mitchell on the basketball with those 4 fouls because you need him. You need him for the overtime.
But if you can get out of this without overtime, if you're Coach Sides, you want to because you've got 4 starters
This
right
is
now.
not what I do.
You have 4 starters right now.
I would give ground. I would give ground if I'm the Cardinal. You're not trying to steal this ball. You're trying to not get a home run thrown on you. Kenton. He's going to slop it around, and he's not going to get a shot off. We're going to overtime here in the doghouse. We're in a dog fight, for that matter. We'll be back with more here at Open Spaces Sports.
When it comes to personal service and minor tune-ups, tire repairs, and more, you can depend on Home Oil Company of Almena. Whether it's filling up your car or pickup, or fuel delivery, or an oil change, you can trust the friendly people at the Home Oil Company. Home Oil Company of Almena supports the Northern Valley Huskies in academics and athletics. Long Island Feed and Grain is a proud supporter of the Northern Valley Huskies year after year. At Long Island Feed and Grain, they are there to help you with your grain storage and marketing of your grain this year. That's Long Island Feed and Grain of Long Island, Kansas.
Long Island Ready Mix has what you're looking for in your concrete needs. With fast delivery of a consistent product, Long Island Ready Mix can turn your concrete dreams into a reality with high-quality cement.
Mittens of Oakley is located right off I-70 and Highway 40 in Oakley, Kansas, and they've been serving folks for decades. That's right, folks. They provide, of course, bulk fuel and oil delivery in 3 different states, Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas, you name it, they'll go there to take care of you. Plus, folks, they have a great convenience store. When you pull off the interstate, you can find about anything you want in the convenience store. If you're hungry, you can eat at the IHOP or run over to Sonic or maybe even Subway. It's all available at Mittens in Oakley, right off I-70 and Highway 40.
49-49 means extra time.
Free basketball.
Okay, but here's the story. The next whistle is likely to put one of these starters on the bench. Northern Valley operating with 4 players with 4 fouls. 3 players, I believe, with 3 fouls for Alma, and I'm not sure about the freshman Grady, and I'm not sure about Tucker Biscup, whether he's got 4 fouls or not. So the next whistle will be very important, and everyone from there on out.
Swing the momentum of this game. Help side zone is going to be huge.
File with the 3-pointer, knocked it in.
That was
Jake and Neal. Big 3, his 4th 3 of the night. Puts his team up 3. Kenton will try and answer it. And it's off to the side. That ball is spun around, and here comes Mitchell. And Coach Ford holds up the stop sign with that left hand saying, boys, we got the lead. They got to come at us.
Yeah, I think that's a great strategy. If not another basket is scored this entire overtime, Alma wins.
What's at stake? Northern Valley's perfect record on the season. Northern Valley's 18-game winning streak. If they can come away with this one, will be the longest in Northern Valley basketball history.
At home.
At home. But they got to win tonight to capitalize on that one. Alma, a 17-3 team who's been special here tonight. And they've already milked more than a minute off of this clock. Into the corner it goes. Here's Jake and Neal all the way back out to half court. And they're going to eat this whole clock. Northern Valley's going to soon be in this foul game, and they don't have anybody on the floor that can foul.
They're going to have to go man-to-man.
Mitchell with it. And that's what they're more than content to do. The shot clock comes in the state of Kansas next year on an experimental basis, not this year. Tallheim doesn't want to foul. Hansen doesn't want to foul. They're both sitting with 4. The strategy here is to play keep away.
And it's working.
Grady with it. The freshman almost had it picked off. Tallheim just about had that one. Biscup now at 1:25 to go, and Tallheim will foul out on that. Sending Biscup to the line.
It's the first, making it a 2-possession ball game.
Tucker already 1 for 1, now 2 for 2 in a 2-possession game. Brody's got to understand they got to need him to foul. He got them both, rolled them around.
Him and maybe Jason Cox, the only ones out here with fouls to give.
In this game, Alma has led for about 30 seconds of it until overtime. Now they've led overtime. Hansen to the rim will lay it up and in. And a timeout by Coach Sides as we're in a 3-point game. 1:06 to go. Let's kick it to the sponsors and get back for more basketball. You're watching Open Spaces Sports.
Stephen Cox and Associates of Long Island, Kansas wish the Northern Valley Huskies good luck this year. Stephen Cox Association and its employees value good sportsmanship and are committed to the athletic and academic success of the students of Northern Valley. Go Huskies from Stephen Cox and Associates.
All American Glass is there to serve their customers wherever they are. At All American Glass, they feature NGA certified master technicians to handle your insurance claims or emergency repairs. All American Glass will repair first and replace when necessary. Call All American Glass in Long Island, Kansas at 785-854-7625 or toll free at 866-312-2257.
All Creatures Vet Clinic is located in Almena, Kansas, and they serve the fine folks of Phillips County and Norton County, and in and around the Almena and Northern Valley area, and of course Long Island as well, and even into southern Nebraska. All Creatures Vet Clinic is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m., and you can reach them by calling 785-669-2227. Small animal care, large animal care, it's all available at All Creatures Vet Clinic, supporting the Northern Valley Huskies athletically and academically.
Mitchell will be able to run that baseline after the made bucket to get it in, and he does to Biscup. Northern Valley in a 2-2-1 press. Brody Preston going for the steal. Smart. They get it back to Tucker, who just nailed 2 free throws. Northern Valley, I don't know what we're trying to do here. And a foul will go against Jason. Jake and Neal, 1 for 4 from the free throw line, but the kids got a big 3 here in this overtime. He had another 3 in the fourth quarter in that comeback. We'll see if he can hit 2 here. Got it.
Stretching it to 2 possessions yet again. Those are huge free throws. With 51 seconds left, Northern Valley has no time to waste.
Jeremiah needs to get this ball and go all the way to the rim. Shot, the second one is no good for Neal. You go to the rim. You,
Yeah, you
go
gotta go
to the rim.
That's
Skimper's 3 on the way is no good.
not it.
Flip it into Brody Preston. He'll have to get it back to Jeremiah. Still 36 seconds to go.
You're not going to win it on one shot. You got to get to the rim, I think.
Skimper's got another 3 on him. No. And now a turnover. In a 4-point game, you got to go to the rim. And a timeout by Coach Ford is taken with 20.2 to go. Kick it over to our sponsors.
Equity Bank.
When it comes to personal service and minor tune-ups, tire repairs, and more, you can depend on Home Oil Company of Almena. Whether it's filling up your car or pickup, or fuel delivery, or an oil change, you can trust the friendly people at the Home Oil Company. Home Oil Company of Almena supports the Northern Valley Huskies in academics and athletics. Long Island Feed and Grain is a proud supporter of the Northern Valley Huskies year after year. At Long Island Feed and Grain, they are there to help you with your grain storage and marketing of your grain this year. That's Long Island Feed and Grain of Long Island, Kansas.
Long Island Ready Mix has what you're looking for in your concrete needs. With fast delivery with a consistent product, Long Island Ready Mix can turn your concrete dreams into a reality with high quality cement.
20.2 ticks remaining in overtime. Alma with the basketball. They'll have to play it in on the side. Northern Valley really needs a steal here in a fast break opportunity. Jeremiah's got to go for the steal. Gavin's got to go for the steal on this possession.
Yep, even if you foul out, you got to do it.
And now it will go quickly into Neal, and Skimper's night is done with his 4th foul. Excuse me, 5th foul.
Shots up and short for Neal. The game plan doesn't really change for the Huskies. Make or miss, so you've got to get to the basket as fast as you can. There's not a 4-point shot. And just a prayer that you get fouled. You got to go.
Gavin will put up the 3. It'll be off the mark. Kick it back out. Mitchell's got the steal. They didn't have to come from 17 down
just
to win
down.
this one. They came from 10 down in the 4th quarter and going to punch it in overtime here with a victory over the number 1 ranked team in 1A Division II in the state of Kansas. 17-3 Alma Cardinal looking to punch 18 as Mitchell goes to the line. And we talked about it, how during that comeback they had to just shove that basketball each and every touch into Xavier Mitchell with the amount.
He absolutely took over the second half.
With the amount of fouls that were coming, he was either going to get to the line or score with 4 few ticks remaining, and that's going to do the end of it as Jason will throw it back in. And Alma
remains Northern Valley's kryptonite.
Wins this game behind a strong 4th quarter comeback. They come back 10 points down, get all the way to 56 points by the time overtime is completed. They win 56-51. Let's go down the scoring. All kind of added up on the go. 9 for Tucker Biscuit. Titus Epp with 3. Isaiah Neal with 3. Grady with 7 on the evening. Jakin Neal, the senior, the little man, had a huge block shot in the game, which is yet another highlight. He drained 4 threes. That's 12. And 3 more from the free throw line, giving 15 on the night. Xavier Mitchell entered the 4th quarter with 6 points. In that 4th quarter, 11 points. and then he got 12 points, so he ends the night with 18. Northern Valley side, Gavin Tallheim with 4. Jason Cox with 5. Jeremiah Hansen with 9. Brody Preston with 4. Drew Skimper with 10 on the evening. Kenton Tallheim with 15. Had 12 at the break, 15 on the night. Jordan has my wallet. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Aim, you got anything you want to talk about here before we close it out?
You know, every Northern Valley fan right now obviously is going to feel that one a little bit because it's the first loss of the year. And you talked kind of a little bit about that record on the line, but ultimately a game like this, you can really build from that if you're Northern Valley going into the postseason in the sub-state, and if you make it through your sub-state into state, because there's going to be games like that. There's going to be games where, you know, it seems like the foul calls are flowing everywhere, but you got to know how to close out those games, and I'm sure that their Coach Sides and Coach Ross Cole are going to use this as a definite building block, and ultimately you never want to say you want to lose, but I think that they can come back even better because of it. And, you know, heck of a performance to Alma. Being down 10, they could have definitely hung their heads and kind of mailed it in on a good year, but they did what they needed to do. They followed the recipe to a T that we talked about in a comeback, and you got to tip your cap to a good opponent. They came in with 16 wins. We knew it was going to be a tough battle, and they showed out just like that.
I'm going to tell you right here. See this flag here on your screen? It shows all the state championship boys basketball that have happened. You know what it doesn't show? Their record.
Nobody cares about the record.
Nobody cares about the record. You just want to hang a banner.
A banger banner.
Keep that. Let it fuel you, boys.
Yep. You can. You can have a losing record going to the sub-state. No one cares if you win that last game.
Hats off to Alma Cardinal to fight back in this one and to escape the valley with a victory. Good luck into your postseason, as we'll see you again next year. But for Northern Valley, we will be back in Winona or Brewster on Friday night, right?
Yeah, yep. We're traveling. So if you can make it out there, we'd love to see you. But if you can't, you can join us here at Open Spaces Sports, and we'll bring you all those games as well.
For Aim Baird, I'm Clint Cox. Until next time, God bless.